Hi, I'm Allie.
And I'm Chuck.
And we're Allie Chuck Adventures.
And guess where we're at again?
For the hundredth,
millionth, bazillionth time.
We are Cedar Key again.
For those of you who follow our channel, you've probably seen a couple Cedar Key videos.
Yeah, but we've decided this time, instead of going to Mound Campground, we decided to come back to Cedar Key RV Resort.
Yeah. Kind of wanted to have a swimming pool and the paved parking pads and just a more resort feel.
Right.
But the only reason we did this was really because
we wanted to go to Crescent State Park, which is near Fort Myers.
Had reservations.
And since they decided to extend the quarantine of camping for another week, we had to find something else. So we decided to check back into Cedar Key.
Yeah.
It's closer to home anyway.
We needed to get away. We've been working on the house and then the backyard so much that we had our heart set on camping this weekend. So we looked around. We actually tried to find something maybe down there and still go to Crescent Park for the day. But all the campgrounds that I looked at looked like they were just more resort style and just like camper on top of camper. And we liked a more camping experience for the most part.
And then here we are, a resort again.
Yeah. But we know this place and we've stayed here before and we like it.
Yeah, and the spots are more spread out. They're not right on top of each other.
Right, yeah. And so I figured, we've never done a review of the campground here at the Cedar Key RV Resort, so we'll include that in this video. They have a nice pool here. They even have washers and dryers and a public grill that you can use.
They do have some sports amenities like...
Yeah, they have shuffleboard and cornhole.
Tennis, I think, too.
Yeah, they have a dog run where you can let your dog run, caged-in area, and a community fire pit. And this is one thing that they don't have here is fire rings.
You have to bring your own fire pits that are off the ground.
Yeah, and we were going to bring ours, and with the kayak and everything in there, I was just like, it's not worth it. And so we just left it home this time. But
we decided to kayak yesterday. We wanted to go to Deer Island.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But it was a lot farther than we anticipated. We decided to go to Hog Island, which is right close to Mound.
Yeah.
Which is like basically you can throw a rock at it.
And probably hit it. Yeah.
Yeah. So we decided to go we wanted to go to Deer Island, which is more of a beach vibe.
It's like a mile long. I think they said it's. Yeah, on the Gulf side, it has white sand beaches.
It's like the last island that you reach, I think.
Yeah, and there's a dock on the inlet side.
That allows you to cross over to the Gulf side.
Yeah.
So you don't have to go all the way around your kayak or boat.
Yeah, when we were researching it, it actually said it was for sale at one point, but that was like, I think the video I was looking at was like a couple years old, so I don't know if it's sold.
Yeah.
They basically said you could, buy this island and put a house out there and.
So if anybody knows about Deer Island and if it's been bought or.
Yeah.
Yeah, let us know. Let us know in the comments below.
Yeah, we got out there. When I read about it, it said it was about a half a mile, and we paddled for at least a half a mile. And I'm like, I'm not seeing it. When I came back, I actually pulled up Google Maps, which I should have done before we went. There's no way we could have paddled out there yesterday with the wind and everything. If the water was calm, I think we could have done it. It would have taken a while. But it was cool on the way back in. We saw dolphins.
Oh my gosh, a whole family, like maybe around 10 of them, and they were just having fun and feeding and...
Yeah, we actually just missed seeing them on the kayak, apparently, because we had just got back to the boat launch, and we was letting Nikki swim, or fish, or whatever you want to call it, there at the shoreline, and all of a sudden, I started hearing, psh, psh, and I was like, what's that noise? It sounded like a semi-trailer or semi-truck, and it's air brakes. And it dawned on me. I was like, oh, it's dolphins. And I looked over there, and boy, there was. Yeah, she said
they were breathing.
There was a lot of dolphins.
Yeah.
So that was cool. So.
And we came back and rested for a little bit. Had a bite to eat. Chuck made hamburger, and then I had a really good friend that I've known for a long time. Heidi came out with her boyfriend James.
Yeah. They were supposed to spend the night originally.
Yeah, but they couldn't. They had to leave their dog behind, and so they had to end up going back to be with the dog last night. But we ended up going out for dinner.
Big Deck Bar.
Yeah, and again, we love that place.
But we did try a new place on Friday when we first got here.
Oh my gosh.
Robinson's Seafood Market, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And on the left side, they have a place where you can eat, and on the right side is a fresh market.
Yeah.
So you can go and buy your fish or whatever.
Yeah, and the fish, we actually split a meal, and it was a sampler, not a sampler, but a dinner. What did you call it?
It was the
seafood platter, I guess.
Seafood platter, captain's platter, or something like that.
All I know is it was a lot of food for the.
It had oysters. It had. We ended up getting grouper. It had shrimp. It had.
Crab cake.
Crab cake. Oh my goodness! I'm not really a big fan of crab cake, but their crab cakes are knocked it out of the park.
Yeah.
Amazing. Like.
Yeah.
All of the food was not fishy at all, and the grouper was like
so fresh.
Oh my gosh, it was
so fresh,
fluffy and fresh.
And
then they had
hush puppies.
Hush puppies that were about this big.
Yeah.
And they were
coleslaw.
Amazing.
Coleslaw and baked beans. Mm-hmm. So I mean, we got all that for like what did it end up being?
$22 without tip.
$22 before tip. Yeah.
And the only thing is downside. They do not sell. They have a liquor license. They do not sell adult beverages.
No. But we were sitting outside, so she said, like, if you want to walk next door to Dollar General and get some beer, and we can sit out here and drink it.
Yeah.
I was like, nah, it's all right. We'll just have iced tea.
But yeah, the food was amazing.
Now this is actually not in Cedar Key. It's closer to the resort here where we're at.
Yeah.
Because we're actually here at Cedar Key RV Resort. We're actually outside of town, maybe. What, 6 miles? Mm-hmm. 6 or 7 miles to the downtown. I think this is actually, I think it's still a Cedar Key address, but it's not Cedar Key, like downtown. Mm-hmm. But we're planning on today actually going and checking out some trails that we were recommended to by a friend. And it's where the old train, I guess, when the train used to come to Cedar Key, it's where it would cross over from one key to another key. So we made it to the end of the trailhead here, and this is the posts in the water back here are the remnants of leftover railroad crossing right here, where it crossed from one key to another key.
Yeah, pretty interesting.
Part of the old Florida Railroad. It was a fairly short hike on this trail. It wasn't bad. One thing is the sand.
Very hot.
That you walk on, even with our flip-flops on, the sand was kicking up and burning our feet pretty good. So that was trying to keep Nikki in the shade as much as we could as we were walking that trail, because you're walking along the old railroad, the rail bed.
Yeah.
So it's pretty neat.
It's kind of neat if you like trees and that sort of thing. They have
nature.
a lot of placards for each tree and plant that they've planted here.
Definitely hear a lot of birds out here too. Mm-hmm. Different kinds of birds. If you're into bird watching and listening, but yep, we're gonna enjoy this a little bit and then walk back. Yeah, and even though we've been to Cedar Key many times, as we've stated, this is something new for us. It seems like there's always something new to discover, even in a small little town like this, you know. We might actually go and check out the actual Cedar Key State Park museum thing this time. We've been there, we've walked around the outside grounds before, but we've never went in. So we might just leave the truck running and lock it up and leave Nikki in there and go inside and check it out. Yeah. If we do, we'll take you along with us. it was a no-contact check-in when we got here. They had our
receipt and pamphlet.
Information, you know, on the outside. We just grabbed it, paid for everything up front on the phone and through the internet. So, yeah. But it was good to get away. I mean, we actually went ahead and booked Koreshan State Park again.
Yes, I'm so excited because it's going to be Lori and
Nick.
So
that's my sister and her boyfriend.
My parents, my dad and stepmom are coming.
They're bringing their rig, yeah.
They just got a lot of work done on it, and so they're excited to be able to get it out.
Yeah, they have a Class C. It's a born free, and it's named Sally.
Yep.
So they're going to bring Sally all rejuvenated up with a new roof coating on it and all waxed and polished, and they're anxious to get out and break her in again.
Mm-hmm.
So we actually booked that. Funny thing is, we actually got the last 2 spots that were available.
Yeah, so it seems like it was really meant to be.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, when we went online, it was like 2 spots. I was like, Allie, grab the longest one because we'll need the longer of the 2. And her dad immediately jumped on and got the other one. So, yeah, that's in 2 weeks. That's going to be the end of this month. Next weekend, we're going to hang around the house and probably try to finish up some of those projects that we're still tidying up, you know. And we're finally going to get down to Koreshan and check that out. And we're probably going to, hopefully, we're going to go to the Edison and Ford Museum.
They're slowly opening up. They had one part open that now have the garden open.
I think they will be open because my sister just said I think phase 1's going to be complete here in Florida tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
And I'm going to imagine that the museum would be part of phase 1, but we're fingers crossed because we would really like to see that again.
Hey guys, good morning. So we had a really good night last night. We actually went down to Cedar Key downtown and we watched the sunset. We stayed there for about an hour sitting on the bench and just enjoying the scenery. It was so pretty last night. And we walked town a little bit, but it wasn't as crowded as it was the night before. Things were closing up pretty quickly and we just walked around a little bit and then decided to come back to the RV and had a waffle and some pancakes, or waffle and some bacon, and just sat around and enjoyed being in the RV one last night. Heading home today, but we really had a good time overall. It was nice to get away. We've been cooped up in that house for far too long, and it was nice to have a little getaway. We are looking forward to getting away to Fort Myers at the Koreshan State Park in a couple weeks. I know it'll be nice for my parents to get away too. They haven't camped since they were with us last time here in Cedar Key, I guess. So that'll be a really nice getaway with Chuck's sister and her boyfriend as well. Actually haven't had a chance to really see my parents since the whole lockdown. So the last time we saw them was Easter and they came by and dropped off some goodies for us. That was about it. We couldn't even hug them. So they were taking it seriously, which I'm glad they were. Anyways, if you are new to our channel and you've stumbled across this video and you found it interesting, then be sure to subscribe to our channel and give us a thumbs up. Also, don't forget to ring that bell notification so you can follow us on our journey. All right, bye guys.